Did you know there's a women's prison in Burnet? 1,100 new ladies pass through our community each year for drug and alcohol treatment. But there's no chapel at this facility. The state ran out of funds before it was built. It's up to our faith community to build one. It's a mission field in our backyard. That's why we started Joseph's Hammer.
I got busted, went to jail. That's when I actually got on my knees and gave everything up. My kids got taken away from me. That was the hardest part.
Hi, I'm Sherry. I'm a 58-year-old, 4-time ex-felon and drug addict, alcoholic. I've been clean and sober since December 1st of 2007 by the grace of God.
Joseph's Hammer is a nonprofit created to build a faith-based facility at the Ellen Halbert Unit in Burnet, Texas.
We borrow rooms from the education building. The chaplaincy does not have a chapel. And a lot of people have asked me why we have started Joseph's Hammer. And the reason is because there is no chapel at the prison.
I've had women say to me, oh, my bunkie wanted to come to this class so bad, but there wasn't room in the class. And so I go back to my dorm and I try to tell her everything we've learned. And when I heard that, I thought, what a shame that there are women who want to be here, but they're turned away.
Went to jail, stayed at the county for almost 2 months, then came to Halbert. The scariest place. I got into Bible classes, as many as I could possibly get into. Not a lot of people talk about God in the dorms. So when you're able to go into a Bible class or into any classroom that talks about God, you want to take it. Oh, that's the best experience ever.
It's hard to imagine getting down to the bottom. When you hit rock bottom, you're in prison. Those doors clang behind you, and there's no getting out. There's no going home when you're getting tired of this or when it's hard. You're there, and you're there for a long period of time.
So forever my life had been changed, and it's due to just the Lord and having the access to special programs and stuff that were available to me in jail, where they taught me about Jesus and how much He loved me. And once I had this experience, I had been forever changed, and so I knew God was real. I just knew that my life had meaning and my life had purpose finally.
I've been going out to the Ellen Halbert Unit now for about 10 years. What has amazed me is women come into that facility angry. They don't even understand why they're there, why this time, why they got caught. If they leave angry, then nothing's been accomplished. That's where the volunteers come in. There's over 200 of us who come into that facility because we absolutely believe and we have seen the transformation in these women.
These ladies are preparing to go home. They will be going home soon. They are in a place where they're going to be 6 to 8 months at the most, and then they are on their way back to their communities. This is a Safe P facility, which means that they are getting treatment that they need for drug and rehab.
And sometimes these women have been to rehab 2 and 3 times. They've been in and out of prison. But this time, they're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
This word recidivism, something that wasn't in my language before, and I've been hearing it over and over. In fact, Jeff Sessions talked about it in April of this year, that the nationwide recidivism rate was far too high. It's 67.8%. Nationwide recidivism. And for drugs and alcohol, that's 77%. These people are back behind bars. They're repeat offenders. within a short period of time if they aren't forever changed by hearing about God and God's redemption in their lives. What's interesting about Texas, in 2008, our recidivism rate was 28%. It is now 21%. Compared to the nationwide rate, that's astounding. The difference that Texas has done that other states haven't done is they open the doors wide to an army of volunteers that will go in and help rehabilitate and share the Word of God with these prisoners so that they are forever changed when they leave those doors, and they are breaking the bonds of prison and they are no longer going to go back. That is the beauty of what we are doing in the state of Texas. And we need more room in order to share the Word of God so that more people will not be just a statistic and be another repeat offender.
The teachers are amazing. They pray with you. They guide you. They talk to you. I was excited to go to class.
So it was something that really spoke to my heart. And then going into the prison and seeing the women with the joy on their faces, the enthusiasm for God that just, it warms your heart and it makes you really want to get involved and really want to be there for these ladies.
Whenever we did go out for these Bible studies, we were always being squeezed into a room that it was supposed to hold 25 people, but we would squeeze in 30 and there was still a waiting list.
We want to build a chapel with classroom space so that no woman is ever turned away for lack of space. There are at least 9 groups of volunteers teaching classes, and all of them experience the problem of having to turn people away. And we find that unacceptable today. That's simply unacceptable. Jesus Christ is available to all women in these circumstances, and they need to be able to take advantage of what He has to offer and begin a powerful new walk.
There is a huge, vibrant, warm community of faith. There are people who are generous in our community, and we're going to build a chapel.
We want to build an 8,000 square foot building in Halbert. It's right there on the property.
I was asked to come in to be a board member to help in the construction part of Joseph Hammer as we put together a chapel and some educational facilities.
The prison has been very kind in giving us the land. Now we have to raise the money. We can't even break ground until we have 80% of the money raised. And you might say, well, if it's a prison building, it can't be very expensive. Well, let me tell you.
Our goal is to have enough donations through material and labor that we can lower the cost to $800,000. And as already said, we have to have 80% of this money before we can even begin. That's $640,000.
But we already know that there are generous hearts out there. We have people already coming forward saying, when you're ready, we will help, we will gather, we'll be with you.
You can help us build this faith-based facility by joining us in prayer, sharing this project with your family, friends, and community, by donating labor and materials, and by contributing financially. To donate, visit our website at josephshammer.org.